nice Missouri dog right there. Right on the back edge of this hay bales, on this draw that comes out. Beautiful, beautiful coyote. And as we always say, we like to set doubles. And with that, we decided to put one on the other side. And hello, little buddy. And we got one here on the back side. So as you can see, make sure you make your sets accordingly. Find those hay bales, double up, and gives you an opportunity. Wow, this is just a beautiful dog right here. Wow, that is a beauty. Got a really good pad catch again on that Duke 550. You know, if you're looking for great equipment that's going to help you control these predators on your property, your ranch, your lease, whatever, that Duke 550, just a full pad catch every time when they make a commitment. You know, I am making those step down sets a lot to where I want to get that momentum of that animal working down in there, but this is just a beautiful dog, textbook catch, textbook location. You know, these hay bales, I don't want to be redundant, but I got to stress it again. They are an eye appeal to these dogs. They're an eye appeal to every animal. They're going to come in here, they're going to hunt, they're going to look for mice, they're going to look for other scent that other animals have left here. They're going to mark it with their own scent. But if you can put some sets in around these eye appeal, you know, locations, you're going to be successful. And we got a beautiful double here today. This is a really nice dog. We had a really nice dog on the other side, and it definitely warms the soul on a 5-degree day. But you know, it's not hard to catch these animals. Put the traps in the ground, let them sit and let them marinate for you. These been in the ground 3-4 days, nothing around them. But you know what? I knew this was a good location and these animals are going to come by here, and last night they obviously did. But we'll get this beautiful animal taken care of. We're going to do the remake. We got some duff again. It's going to be a really nice set. All that scent around here with his scat, his urine, is just going to draw every other critter that comes by here into this set. Here's where that set was. As always, I can't stress it enough. Make sure you get those swivels clean, and make sure you have that to where that rotates. One, it's easier on the animal, and two, it's going to save you a lot of trouble at the end. But as you can see, that hole gets dug out. You can see that's about 4 inches below the surface of the ground. And that's what I'm talking about, creating momentum, getting that animal to create momentum when he comes in to work to set. And that's exactly what I like. We'll dig the hole back out. And we'll put our bait in there. It's all cleaned out. He obviously ate it. And we'll get our trap reset. I usually have those Cold Creek gloves on, but boy, it's cold out here today. I needed to go with a little more flannel. We'll get our trap reset here. Duke 550, got that night latch. Good, ready to go. And then we're gonna get that packed right down in here. There we go. Nice and neat.
Handling nest raiders is our specialty, and you can become the steward of your own land with our North American Trapper scent package, which includes our Coon Buster DP bait and magnet trailing scent. Our sweet scented trailer will draw them in, where our Coon Buster will then take over, and its soaked crawfish essence will entice those nest raiders to work the trap consistently. Look no further than our North American Trapper Combo scent package for all your predation control needs. North American Trapper. Proven products equals proven conservation.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
In here. There we go. Nice and neat. Nice and tight. Take some of this drier dirt and duff that's around the area. And I love remakes like this because you got all this scent in everything. So this is going to be polluted with all of that coyote scent. And I don't really think that you need to worry about as much on a remake as you maybe do on an original set, because there's so much scent coming out of here that when we go and use our dirt hole, we're going to have our bait down in there. That's going to be the concentration of the scent that's around this area. That's the food scent. We might throw a little gland lure in there too, but that's the concentration. So all of this other scent, the animal's going to smell it. It's going to smell it here, but their focal point is on that hole where the bait and the gland lure is going to be. So it's paramount. The only thing that's paramount on this is that you bed your trap properly, which we have done right there. And then we're taking the dirt from this surrounding area that he's been basically laying in since he was caught, and I have no problems using this to cover the set, because the scent of the bait and the scent of the gland lure that we're going to use is going to basically overtake this whole area to keep his attention, because everything else smells the same. So don't get caught up too much on, find the pan right there. Don't get caught up too much on worrying about scent. The coyote's gonna know you're here. You're not gonna keep him away from that. But you wanna have something in that hole that gets him over the fear. And another thing that helps you in these situations on a remake is there's all that coyote scent. So he knows another coyote's been here. And that's exactly what we want. And I love this remake. And then all I'm gonna do, just around the area, do that. Move this in. And that's gonna look exactly like something's been working here, buried down in the hole. And we're gonna throw our mountain man in there. We've obviously catching some good critters on that. I'm gonna get a good glob of that, put it right down in the hole, smooth it all around there, and that is pretty good to go. And I think we're going to use, with this one, our Madness lure, which has a little bit of skunk essence in it. And you don't need a lot of lure. You don't want to overdo it with the lure. So I'm just going to take this little twig, dip it, get just a hair on it, and then that goes down in the hole as well. So we have two different scents coming out of there now. There's a little bit of coyote gland in this as well. So we got gland, skunk, and the mountain man bait. So this set is done. I love it. I love the fact that we have all that scent, scat, from that coyote there. And this set is pretty much ready to go to catch the next one that comes by. Make it look like something's buried down in there. He's gonna work that, step down in, and he'll be here the next day. But a beautiful coyote. That is a gorgeous, just gorgeous coyote. Reminds me of the nice pail I caught in Montana last year. But this is the remake, and find these hay bales. You can't beat them.
North American Trapper Predation Packages. Get any one of our specific trapping packages that has been ultimately designed to help you become the master predation controller of your farm, ranch, or hunting lease. Control the predators that are costing you time and money, and get out there trapping today with one of our North American Trapper Predation boxes. All of the packages come with the trapping essentials to get you out in the field, plus an instructional DVD that will show you the way. Visit us at NorthAmericanTrapper.com and start breaking dirt today.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
Yeah, like that. We got a good coyote here. He's a pretty one. And just a flat set right here at the junction of a road and a field. And lots of sign, tracks and droppings, and location, location, location. We had the sign, we picked a spot out in the open, and heard him howl the other night. He won't be howling tonight, I'm sure. But boy, he's a pretty one. Big old coyote. Typical color for a Missouri Ozark coyote right there. Not as pale as some of the more northern Missouri coyotes, but that's our average right there. Probably about a 36-pound male. He's a good one. Yeah, I grew up trapping coyotes with my dad, and 1979, I was hired by the Missouri Department of Conservation to be a wildlife damage control agent. So I trapped year-round wherever coyotes were causing damage to livestock. And they eat calves up to a month old. They eat sheep and goats full grown, pigs up to 35 pounds, and lots of chickens and turkeys. If people had a problem, didn't know how to solve it, they'd call us, and I'd go trap the coyote and show them how to do it. And so I did that every day, all year long for 8 years. But then, even in December in trapping season, when I took vacation, I was still trapping coyotes because it's that much fun. So here I am, I've been retired for already 16 years, and I'm still trapping coyotes because it's still fun and it never gets old. I found this little chunk of wood laying out there. I thought that'll make a good scent post. And it did, worked its charm. Coyote lure, a little bit of gland lure. Goes right back in. Make sure the trap is bedded firmly so it doesn't move when something steps on it. So only the pan moves. At that point, by the time the pan moves, his foot's in the trap. I'm using peat moss again with a little dirt to hold it down because of the freezing and thawing conditions we get here. Dry dirt sifted out of the barn. Cover it over and then smooth it out with the magic stick. He didn't go 20 yards. Usually a coyote like that will go downhill to the closest cover in a ditch if there's a ditch. We're right up on top of a ridge, so he just went to the closest cover and hung up. Doesn't take him long. Any little sapling, I'll give it just a little touch, freshen it up. He was starting to do that when the trap hit him, so it's ready for another one for tomorrow.
The Trapper of the Week is Oakley Larimore from Kentucky with a very nice eastern coyote that he caught in a simple dirt hole set. Oakley shows that a trapper at any age can help take some predators out of the equation. And get your chance to be Trapper of the Week by visiting us at NorthAmericanTrapper.com. Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
Alright, I had a dirt hole set up at the top of the hill using a 8-foot 4x4 post. The armadillos have been digging like crazy up here, so I just made a dirt hole set. And it'd been a couple, 2 or 3 days, and finally a young coyote got into it, and then he drug that drag 100 yards down the hill. I just saw that the coyotes have been running up and down that road, and normally I'll just dig a dirt hole set and just set it right off the side of the road, and got lucky this time. I had another set that the coyote stepped pretty close to. Missed, I had it set too close to the hole. But yeah, and I don't try to get too close to the sets, you know, even with the 4-wheeler. But yeah, you're right, if you let that bait sit in there. I don't know how big an area they run, but it may take them 3 days to come back through. Well, I'm going to take care of this coyote now, and then I'm going to go up and reset my trap and see if I can get another one. There's been 2 or 3 different ones running on that road up there. See if I can catch me another one. I'm going to put this deer hair, I've got some number 200 food lure, put on the deer hair, stick down that hole. And I've got a little piece of screen wire here I'm going to cover the pan with. And this soil is sandy, just right for covering the pan. Alright. That's all I'm going to do. See what happens.
Wow, that is a really, really nice big tom bobcat. Boy, that's a 30-pounder at least. That's a big male. It's just awesome coming in here today. We're just on this little fork here in the road, right on the corner of it. We put this dirt hole in and put a 550 in there, a 550 Duke, and then we got a really, really nice tom today. You know, we've showed you through the show here some different techniques from Dean and Ralph and you know, my dirt holes, and anybody out there can do this. We're down here with Brad Harris on his property doing some predation work this week, taking some of these predators out of the equation, whether it's bobcats, coyotes. We've done a lot of nest raider stuff too with the coons and the possums. But if you own a farm, you own a ranch, you own a lease, you can put these traps in the ground. You can take some of these predators off your land to actually take some of that pressure off of those ground nesting species and your deer populations. We've showed you the methods and techniques though. You have the Duke 550 that we're using. Make that dirt hole. If you bed that trap properly, you're gonna catch these animals too. You have something down in the hole that's inviting to them. Make them go in there. You're gonna have them work the set, and if you have that trap bedded properly, they're gonna get in them, and you're gonna be able to do your own projects on your own land, your own predation. You're gonna be a steward of your own land, and the equipment that we're using with those Duke 550s are just a efficient tool to be able to do that, and as I said, be the own steward of your land. But we're gonna take care of this cat. It's just a beautiful, beautiful bobcat. I'm gonna actually get him tanned, and I'll be able to have a memory on my couch or love seat or whatever, reminding me of this fantastic time I've had over the last few days here in Missouri. Well, that's the end of the show today. I definitely want to thank Brad Harris again. Been a good friend of mine since I started in this industry, and we've done some things over the years together, and he keeps inviting me out to Missouri to chase predators, and I'm going to go as many times as I can on that invite. And I definitely want to thank Ralph and Dean also for being part of the show, and it was a really fun time spending 5-6 days with them in camp, and it's just another situation where the camaraderie of other trappers and other outdoorsmen and the stories is worth more than the actual trapping itself. If you need any products, make sure you go to NorthAmericanTrapper.com. We've got pretty much everything you need to get you started in the field as well. Proven products equals proven conservation, and we'll see you next time on North American Trapper.